Hello, welcome to this update for the U.S. and Canada. We'll try to make this a quicker update, but just to mention some severe weather in this winter storm that's happening now. So we do have some winter storm warnings in the northeast, some winter weather advisories, and winter storm warnings also in Michigan. Not Michigan, like Wisconsin, Minnesota, some winter weather advisories in Michigan. We have some ice storm warnings near Pennsylvania, North and West Virginia, or even the Maryland Panhandle. So be aware, and some freeze warnings in California, some frost advisories, some areas of California there. So be careful. An extreme cold watch in Montana. So got a watch there for extreme cold. So here shows like the freezing rain today possible in the red from Ohio, Pennsylvania, Indiana, even Illinois, and like into Virginia and Maryland, and all the way to like Connecticut and the heavy snow further north in the northeast. And show like there's no Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota too. No Minnesota, yeah, in those areas, and some snow in the northwest. So they still show snow in the northeast, some mixed with precipitation, and even the northwest and Colorado, New Mexico. And day 3, we might have another winter storm. Show like not crazy storm, but just more winter weather, so more snow the plains, the Midwest, and some freeze rain possible from Kansas to Virginia. So be aware, we keep watching. There's a marginal risk in West Virginia and southwestern Pennsylvania, more spots there. Today, day 2, nothing. Day 3, still nothing. Day 4, there's already a slight risk from Texas to Georgia and the marginal, so be aware. And day 5, still a slight risk, so we gotta watch day 4 and day 5 there for some heavy rain and more rain in California day 5. So be aware in those areas. There's like the system somewhere in the south, the system the northeast, day 1, but day 1 shows Sunday here. This is so weird. But like day 2, some showers, a few spots in the plains, North Carolina, South Carolina, and some other showers in spots. Day 3, this system starts forming, shows close to 1 inch, 2 inches in Arkansas, some spots there. And like day 4 shows some more, especially Mississippi, Alabama, to Louisiana. Day 5 shows close to 2.5 inches, some spots of northern Georgia, drop to Alabama, the valleys in California, even close to 3 inches, and more on the coast. Big area of California there shows rain all the way down to Southern California. Day 6, still more rain in California. This time shows more further south as well. So we remember to be careful with landslides and everything. Shows some more across the Rockies. Day 6, and some in the south, some rain. And day 7, still some rain in the mid-south into the Midwest, the East Coast, and some on the west too. So be aware in those areas. The day 1 through 7 shows a lot there in those areas, the mid-south, and like into Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, more spots there. So be aware. And in California too, especially some areas near the Sierra Nevada and southern western California. So be aware. There's like snowfall probability is very high in the northeast today. Those snowfall probabilities, and that snow might be heavy, so be careful in those areas. Shows in Michigan as well, Wisconsin, so be careful. Some of the Cascades and the Rockies, but very little. Day 2, this goes on towards Nova Scotia and Canada. Day 3, a finger or two in Colorado. Day 4 shows some probabilities Virginia, West Virginia, some other spots. Day 5 shows some snowfall probabilities all the way from Oklahoma to New York and even southern Maine, and a lot in the Sierra Nevada. Day 6 shows more across the west, especially California, the Sierra Nevada, the northeast again. Day 7, some on the north there, and the mountains on the west. So be aware. There's like the winter storms severity index is moderate in a big portion of the northeast, New York, Massachusetts, spots in Connecticut, New Hampshire, and other spots in Vermont, and some areas of Maine there, New York. So be careful, and some minor in the northwest there. So be aware. And there's like the hazards. So day 3 through 7 shows a lot. Shows the heavy rain in California and all the way to Southern California, precipitation, the Sierra Nevada, high winds the southwest, and hazardous cold in the north and the west as well. The freezing rain, those areas. This is day 3 through 7, so yeah. So it doesn't take into account the freezing rain today, but yeah, more freezing rain, the heavy snow, the northeast, and the heavy rain. So be careful. Some high winds in Alaska too, and heavy precipitation. Day 8 through 14 still shows some high wind on the west, some heavy snow, especially in the Sierra Nevada, some moderate and slight risk of heavy precipitation there, central northern California to Oregon, Washington, and the moderate risk of heavy precipitation in the south still. More snow and high winds, day 8 through 14, the northeast, some hazards, so be careful. There's here, they talk about this, the heavy snow across parts of the upper Midwest and Great Lakes. A storm quickly tracking eastward to leave a swath of 4 to 8 inches parts of Minnesota and Great Lakes through tonight. Hazardous travel is possible in affected areas, and this is already happening as I speak, so be careful right now. Heavy snow in the northeast, further north. Snow impact the northeast tonight into Sunday. Snowfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour, at times produce 6 to 12 inches of snow upstate New York through southern New England. Hazardous travel likely to low visibilities and snow-covered roads, slippery roads through some ice conditions in northern mid-Atlantic. Winter mix of snow, sleet, and freeze rain result in light ice accumulation in the lower Great Lakes and mid-Atlantic. There is significant ice in possible western Maryland and lower Highlands, Pennsylvania, where ice the heaviest power outages, minor tree damage is possible. Elsewhere, minor freezing rain accumulations on the roads and could make for dangerous travel. Be sure to check the conditions before venturing out. Drive slow. So be careful there. Stay safe. The ice in the next 24 hours shows in Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, less close to a quarter of an inch in Ohio, a little bit less in Illinois and Indiana, and those areas there like the mid-Atlantic does show like more than a quarter of an inch, some areas, especially southern Pennsylvania, some spots there close to like close to 1/2 of an inch, but not quite there. But some spots could get pretty close, so be careful. Those areas, especially like southern Pennsylvania, central southern areas, especially southern areas, and less 1/10 of an inch, and less to 1/10 of an inch in New Jersey, more for like northern central Maryland, northern Virginia. Beware in the panhandle of Maryland and those areas there. So be careful. Some spots there could get close to 0.4 to 0.60, close to 1/2 of an inch. So stay safe. Now the snowfall, mainly for like the northeast, shows like next 48 hours some 10 inches, 8 inches, 9 inches, 8, 9, 7, 6. So be careful in those areas, especially because this will fall in a relatively short amount of time, just 24 to 48 hours, could cause some trouble. So be careful. Some spots southern Vermont close to 12 to 16 inches, so please be careful, 10, 9 inches, so stay safe. There's the 24-hour too, just some 10 inches, 8 inches already, so be careful in those areas. The wind gusts are slightly higher in the Appalachians there, some spots, so stay safe. And there's like here the temperatures still some high 80s in Texas, especially southern Texas. So be aware there's still in Florida some 80s, even in Alabama some 70s. So it's very weird heat wave in February, and then shows some 11, 14 degrees in the north, likely some single digits too, and then tonight until Sunday morning, some -9, -5 Fahrenheit, some -10, so be careful, some 25, 30 Fahrenheit all the way to northern Texas, some 60s in the south, and yeah, some 11 to 5 Fahrenheit in northern New England, or even less, very cold in the Rockies, and like especially the Sierra Nevada and Oregon, some spots there. Shows still like day 2 maximum. The heat is further south, some is in Florida, southern Texas, but a little bit better. And shows most likely a cold front there or something. So shows some 9, 10 Fahrenheit still in the north, some teens and 20s the northeast. Now Sunday to Monday morning to -12, -6 North Dakota, some -16 Montana. So be careful in those areas. Some -20, no, some 26 close to northern Texas, some 30s, and against like 5 Fahrenheit the northeast, some spots there. So stay safe in those areas. And the Rockies, like northern Montana, shows like -19, some whiter spots could go to -22. So stay safe, especially the wind chills there. So be careful. There's day 3, still shows some 80s in Florida, southernmost Texas maybe, some 70s in the southwest as well, and like some -4 in Montana, some -6, even during the day. So be aware in those areas. There's day 3, which we might have this major cold again, show like some -24 possible Monday night to Tuesday morning, some -19 Montana, some spots in North Dakota, some -20. So it does show here like northern Rockies, there are some -24 Montana, -25. The wind chills maybe goes to -30, so stay safe in those areas. Be careful. 60s in the far south, some 0 to -3 in the northeast too. And day 4 still shows like during the day some -1, some 30s all the way down to Texas, some 70s or 80s in southernmost Texas, some 80s in Florida, and more 20s in the northeast and the northwest, and some spots there. So be aware. There's day 4, some -12 in the north still, some -16 to -20 in Wisconsin or Michigan, not Michigan, that's Minnesota, sorry, some 18 all the way to northern Texas, some 9, 10 in Kansas. So be aware. The northwest, like some -8 in Oregon, in Idaho, might get close to -20. So show like especially those higher mountains there, -22, some -15. So yeah, stay safe in those areas. And there's like day 5 shows again some 80s, although 86 degrees in Florida. Oh my gosh, this is an interesting summer during winter. Have fun there, but it does show like some 1 degree in the north still, some 20s down to Kansas, southern Texas still warm, and then it shows some 20s the northeast, and the Cascades and the Sierra Nevada more spots. Now shows some 20s all the way down to central Texas, some -20s in North Dakota and Minnesota. And show like in the northeast as well, some nice 6 degrees, and more in the the Rockies in those spots to negative digits, the high elevation. So be aware, those areas they show all the way to minus 21, might be close to minus 26 or something, right in the border with Canada, so minus 24 in some spots. So be aware, there's like day 6 maximum next Thursday the 13th, some 80s in Florida, and some 60s in Texas, 50s, and some 60s, 70s the southwest, some minus 1 the north still, some 20s the midwest. Next night until Friday the 14th, some minus 14 the north, some minus 10, some minus 8. So be aware, some 20s, teens the midwest, the northeast, single digits, and some 20s, 30s the west, the Rockies, Americas, but the high elevation, the Sierra Nevada, the Rockies might get colder. Still shows warm in the south on day 7, on the 14th, and it's cold in the north. So stay safe. Those areas, be careful. So the systems shows like this system now, the ice and snow and everything, the north mid Atlantic, northeast, so that goes away there, be careful. And the next system, some snow and freezing rain possible central to eastern US, and the GFS has another one right after it on the 13th, so it goes there, has more snow and ice in the northeast and the city in California, so more rain most of California. So shows a lot of snow in the Sierra Nevada, potentially showing some heavy rain spots in Southern California. This will be a concern for the landslides, and more snow in like northern Arizona, Utah, Nevada, and potentially the GFS like a major ice storm on the 16th, another one after it. So we'll keep watching, but anything that the GFS shows far out is not trustable. So now the European seems like a deja vu from the last storm we had on the 6th, but shows the ice now in Pennsylvania, in those areas, the snow, the heavier snow in the northeast. So be aware, shows more rain and some snow and ice, but less ice on the 11th. So the 10th and the 11th does show some ice on the 12th in Texas, Oklahoma, and maybe North Carolina. But the Europeans like a crazy system. On the 13th, more ice and snow in the northeast and into Canada. So the Europeans one of the only ones showing this, but we'll keep watching. And does have some rain in Southern California on the 12th, but the actual system on the 13th, look at all that rain and more snow too. So be aware in those areas, and does have like some snow and ice on the 16th, the northeast again. So keep watching that. Be aware, there's the Canadian too, there's the ice there on the 12th, sort of like the plains into mid-south or like southern Midwest, and the northeast on the 13th again. The system there washed the northern in California with the rain and snow across the west, and does have a crazy system on the 17th, more rain and some snow. So be aware, keep watching. There's the system like now, the northeast, the snow and ice there. The icon shows also on the 12th, more across the plains, Midwest. The icon is an insane thing on the northeast in Canada, so we might need to watch. And a big thing on the west as well. This indicates some heavy rain in Central California. Gotta watch out there too. More snow on the Rockies there, like on the 14th and 15th, and does have a crazy thing afterwards as well. So we'll keep watching this because it's a very active pattern, and we gotta watch. But now for those cold blasts coming, there's like the European here. Let's just show all of North America. So show like below average temperatures on the west and north already of the US and through Canada, southwestern Canada in some spots. Does have the crazy above average in Texas. This goes like shows the cold there, but the actual cold wave shows on the 10th much below average in the north and it's most of Canada. especially southwestern Canada, more to the northeastern US and eastern Canada as well, below average. This goes and show like this on the 13th, very cold. Most of the northern central plains and the Rockies into central Canada, so be careful of the cold. This goes there, still on the east. On the 18th, the European is further east, a lot of cold. So be aware. We'll keep watching. There's the GFS too, shows there in southwestern Canada and in the northwest. This goes show like on the 11th, more the northern US into Canada. Most of Canada some below average. This goes still shows on the 16th, all the way down to Texas, some below average, and the cold there later. So be careful. This cold, there's the margin risk today, severe weather the 8th. This is happening right now. So if you watch this video right now, be careful, but it might take a time for you to watch this. So shows tornado less than 2%, wind 5%, so some slightly higher gusts, those storms 60 to 80 mile per hour. Not that high, but like some 60 mile per hour gusts of those storms, so be careful. As I scared the thunderstorm that is possible, it's probably still high value today. A few strong storms possible, so just a wind threat. Day 2 shows no thunderstorms, and day 3 maybe finger 2 in Texas. So be aware. The fire is elevated too because of those winds. New Mexico and Arizona and West Texas. So be careful there too. And we have some winter advisories in Ontario because of those systems. Some extreme cold in Alberta, some are snow in British Columbia, and some watches in Newfoundland, Labrador, probably for snow squalls, but let's see here. So winter storm watch, yes, snow squall watch, so winter storm warnings as well as some spots. So be aware, snow squalls expect some areas under snow squall bands visibility significantly reduced due to heavy snow combined with blowing snow. So be careful in those areas. Some blizzard warnings, the Avalon Peninsula North. So be aware. So Sunday night until midday Monday. So because of this system now in the US, coming Alberta, extreme cold, northwestern Alberta, and British Columbia Arctic outflow, those stronger winds and winter weather advisories, especially in Vancouver Island. So be careful. This link is in the description. You can check. Here's the freezing rain from the GFS. Shows there. Does have some spots to like half of an inch. Some spots to more than a quarter of an inch. So be aware. This is until the 9th. Then later does have some crazy stuff until the 14th, but we'll keep watching this. There's the European 2 shows the snow there, so this is until like this is until Monday the 10th, shows that snow there's 7 to 8 inches, even 10. Some spots already some on the Rockies there, but as you go, shows on the 11th the system southern mid-Atlantic and starting the plains there. So this goes and shows until the 15th some crazy snow like northeast, northern plains, Midwest, especially those high peaks of Colorado and California. So this goes, and the Europeans totally insane to 41 inches until the 19th. So we'll watch this, but I think it has gone a little bit weird. There's the GFS until the 19th, some 23, 33 inches, and more across the west as well. So be aware, keep watching. There's like some wind there central to eastern US and to Atlantic Canada because of that system. Shows more wind like Wednesday the 12th in New Mexico, Colorado, spots in Arizona, and like Southern California, some valleys. This goes still strong on the 12th later, show like here, so shows New Mexico spots to 53 mile per gust, 62, 55. This goes shows down the east. This still might change because the Europeans are crazy scenario there, so it still might change. But it goes shows like northeast some higher gusts, and this system goes into the west. So starts late, on the 13th, the coast of Central California. This coast shows much of California some high gusts, but this time will be high gusts plus rain, so there won't be that crazy fire danger. So it shows into Mexico, but just be aware if it's not raining, just in case, and with landslides when it's raining. So shows in New Mexico some spots there. So Friday the 14th shows those high gusts across the southwest, and especially near New Mexico, Colorado, even to northern Texas. So Friday, this goes and like shows in the 16th San Hargas, the Appalachians, and the European some crazy stuff after that. So be aware, keep watching. There's the GFS. This goes now. The system there's there like on the 9th, shows tomorrow choose some spots on the east coast. This goes on like Monday, Tuesday, shows like on the 13th of 14th into California. Doesn't show as high as the European, but it does have some slightly windier conditions too. But shows especially on the southwest, Sahara goes on the 15th, and more spots there. So stay safe. Potentially more later too. So be aware those areas. And why did I just click this? So here shows in Canada now those temperatures because this cold coming. So in Nunavut it's like minus 37, right? Some minus 30s, some other spots there. Minus 26, so beware. Some minus 18. New Brunswick, cold in Nova Scotia too. Some minus 10 in some spots. So stay safe. Show Sunday there. So Sunday to Monday, most of Central Canada is minus 29, it's minus 30, it's minus 31, it's minus 34, 30, 30, yeah. So stay safe. The wind chills might go to minus 35, minus 40, depending on the conditions, especially like in short, like some minus 27, southern Canada is minus 29 degrees Celsius, minus 38 in Nunavut. Please be careful, like some minus 29, some minus 34, some spots there, starting 11 to Ontario. And does show on the night, morning of the 12th, all the way to minus 23 southern Quebec, minus 29 central southern Quebec, northern Quebec. Ontario, good portion of Ontario, very cold. Ottawa is minus 20, minus 23, some other spots. Goes to minus 33 in Saskatchewan. So please stay safe. Wednesday, this goes Thursday, still very cold. Nunavut is minus 36 in central northern Quebec. Even southern Quebec, still negative temperatures. It's minus 27. Ontario is minus 32. But Saskatchewan is minus 37 degrees. Maybe less than minus 45 wind chills on that. So please stay safe, stay warm. Cold in British Columbia too. Minus 7 in Vancouver. Some other spots, so minus 31. The mountains. So stay safe. So this already Friday the 14th. Shows some minus 30s, much as central northern Canada. So be careful. Friday, Saturday, still much of Canada very cold. It's minus 37 between Alberta and British Columbia. It's minus 30 is there. Still like New Brunswick, some minus 23, some minus 24, southern Quebec, some minus 30. So stay safe. This goes still shows later like the 16th minus 29 to minus 31, the south is minus 30, the north. So stay safe. There's the GFS too. the GF is kind of extreme, shows minus 45 degrees in Stony Rapids, so minus 43. So I don't think it will be this cold, but sometimes the GFS has been right. Sometimes, so better just uh, keep watching this possibility. They might not be this cold, but let's pretend they get this cold. The wind chills might be close to minus 50 in a few spots, minus 45. So please be aware that this cold still shows cold air, but the GFS cold like colder in some areas and less in others. So it's a little bit like broken, but yeah, be aware. There's the icon too, shows Sunday, Monday, this cold. It's minus 33 spots, drop to like minus 42 in Nunavut. So stay safe. This goes, and like the icon does get crazier in Nunavut to minus 46 degrees Celsius, minus 47. So that's like Russia type cold. So be aware, so minus 30 in the south. So yeah, we'll keep watching, but just be aware. And then this system now in the US, alright, so some snow southern Ontario, maybe into Quebec. This goes, but the worst might be like more snow Nova Scotia Sunday into Monday, especially Monday morning, Sunday night, because this time here is European time, so Sunday night to Monday morning shows very heavy in the Avalon Peninsula in Newfoundland, and plus the wind might make some dangerous conditions. So Monday, still some lingering snow on Tuesday, and the next system, the 13th to Quebec, Ontario, and like some spots Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, New Brunswick, some spots, and this year could mean some severe weather, possibly. So we'll keep watching. On the west, some lingering snow on Sunday tomorrow, but nothing crazy. Some a little bit in Nunavut, northwestern territories lingering. Alberta, some on the 11th, but more like northwestern territories on the 12th. Yukon, a few spots, maybe another one on the coast. Yukon, British Columbia on the 14th, but nothing that extreme. Maybe the 16th, some in southern Canada, but yeah, be aware. But the European here does show some passing snow some days there, so be aware those areas, and there's like the wind from this system here, so it's already windy there, but this system will come. Some some references in Nova Scotia, in Newfoundland, those areas. The Europeans like 104 km per hour gusts, St. John's, 108 in some other spots, 77. So Monday to Tuesday. So be careful. It's just like they said. Might be close or really blizzard conditions. So beware. The the icons like 108, 112. So stay safe. It goes there, and yeah. So be careful. There's Sunday, Monday. Western Canada is kind of quiet. A few days in northern Nunavut, like on the 14th, a day or two, like the 14th, British Columbia. Before that, like a day or two in Alberta, just like some 46 km per hour, nothing crazy. And yeah, so stay safe. Those areas, there's like the snowfall until the 13th, shows Newfoundland, those areas should 40 centimeters, mainly from the system. This might fall in a short amount of time, so be careful. Nova Scotia, more to some 18 centimeters, 9 to like 17 centimeters. Southern Quebec until the 13th to 27. Montreal, some 26. Spots in Ontario to 39. So BR, but this is the crazy 13th system on the 13th, but just until the 11th from this system now, some 10 centimeters, 2 centimeters, yeah. So be aware. This lingering snow for Western Canada, 7, 8 centimeters, 5, 4, so yeah, be aware. There's the GFS has also the stuff on the 13th, some 28 centimeters, 30 just until the 11th, less, but yeah, be aware, more Newfoundland Labrador and Saint Pierre there, so stay safe. There's the icon too, and it has more stuff on the 13th, so we better watch this next trend, especially to like the plains in those areas, so 7 inches next 5 days, 9 inches, so 4 inches, Kansas, Nebraska. That's the icon. The Europeans like just some 5 6 inches, 3 inches, and close to like 8 inches in Virginia to West Virginia. This is somewhere in Colorado too, and already some in California. And until like the 18th, shows Southern Sierra Nevada to 53 inches, more spots in the Rockies, Utah, Colorado, just until the 16th, already shows more in the Rockies from that Pacific system coming. And by that time, like next 10 days, shows all the way to 33 inches in New York, northern New York State. So be aware. In Alaska, it's quieter, just some spots in the south, some mountains there, and except for the cold, it's very cold still, close to minus 24 to minus 32 Fahrenheit, 15 minus 2. This goes there, still cold later, but kind of better, except some central areas, but still cold, like some 16 Anchorage, some spots to minus 17. So yeah, so be aware of the cold and everything. So stay safe. Always be careful with fog in the morning there on the west, the south as well, and even Western Canada a spot or two, and even like on the east shows the 13th. So yeah, stay safe in those areas, and yeah, be careful.